So my name's Dot. I live in Elton with my husband Martin and our little girl Lexi, who is 2. I used to think I was quite a patient person until I had a toddler. So yeah, God is definitely testing me in that area of my life. I'm an events organiser by trade. I've been doing that for a number of years now, working in the city. I've recently moved over from corporate events to working in the residential market, so slower pace of life, which is definitely needed in this season. So I've always known God, grew up in a church-loving, going family, but I would say that I became a Christian when I was baptised in 2015, actually here at Emmanuel Church. Made a very, very flippant comment to my sister about maybe I should go to church, and then she is actually a missionary in Japan, and she Googled churches near where I live, found Emmanuel and ended up here, and yeah, that was in 2013. So yeah, that's kind of how I came to Christ. I think my journey to God in the first instance was through a breakup in my relationship, my first relationship. I found it really hard, and I just felt that I didn't really have any purpose in life or anything, just anything worth kind of living for and having value for. And God really showed me in that season that everything belongs to Him, and not to hold people and possessions too tightly, and that everything is in His hands, and just to kind of trust Him and be patient. That was one area in my life that kind of God delivered me through a hard situation, but just so many things on that journey of kind of recovering from that breakdown, that loss in relationship. But I also had quite a difficult time in my workplace, and I had asked God to either remove that person that was causing me quite a lot of anxiousness being at work, either to remove them, but actually God removed them and then He removed me from the job. I was made redundant, but at that time I wasn't fearful about what was going to happen. I just knew that God was in control, so I just trusted Him, and then 6 months later the actual job itself was removed. So it was really clear that God always had a purpose and a plan, certainly in my career and in other areas of life that I've been believing Him for. So yeah, again, just so many situations along the way and people that have spoken into my life, surrounding relationships, surrounding career and family. All of those things have just been constant reminders that God is always ahead of me and planning my footsteps, and just to trust that He knows what's best for me. But yeah, God is definitely just showing me that there is glory in kind of waiting for His perfect timing on things, and also just to have a relationship with Him that doesn't involve just asking for stuff and just praising Him for who He is rather than what He has done for you. So that's definitely one area, and just timing as well. One of my favourite verses is Psalms 27, where He says, wait for the Lord, take heart and wait for the Lord. And that is definitely an area that I have struggled with in the past. But every time I've waited, God has never disappointed. He's always been there and come through for me and our family. And everything that happens is all for His glory. So I'm really grateful for that.